couple jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very...
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it?
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Here we go. 58.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And able to find Graham, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Shotgun now for Rodgers. Breaks through the contact. And he will find the open man as Jamon Moore. And you give him that much time to throw, especially on 3rd down, he's going to pick you apart.
You've got to increase your urgency. Even if you don't blitz or bring extra people on the pass rush, the guys going after him, they've got to get home. Otherwise, exactly as you described, he picks you apart and picks up yet another 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devon Kennard in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Oh, it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 58 is down, 58 is down.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, go here. 4 down, check, 4 down.
To throw again. Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And even 50 receiving yards for him now in this first quarter alone, and also a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Stay 50.
On first down at Stafford. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So that's why my coaches always said they hated to take the ball off the line of scrimmage in these types of situations. In other words, don't send it backwards first to try and get forwards. Go ahead and move forward. Where's your offensive line? Let them get in the A-gap and try and get into the end zone.
Especially from the 1.
Exactly. Just move it forward as opposed to taking it backwards initially.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
319!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Over here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw once more. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And that one incomplete. It also breaks a string of 7 straight completions as well, as it leads to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Crosby puts it through, And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the field trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stafford on first down. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
22! Tag 26! Tag 26!
Here's Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Third and 2, Stafford. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Stafford looks to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing again is Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Stafford. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Tag 53, ready! 4 down, tag 53!
Again, it's Stafford. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now the Packers get set to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Rodgers now on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk of yardage there. 37 yards.
Well, that was a great example of what we've been told from the time we first put on pads as little guys in the backyard. Effort will be rewarded if you keep giving it. And how about that run? Broke through a couple of tackles, refused to go down, legs churning. I like what I saw there.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sean Robinson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, 626.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
Over.
Throwing on first down. Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now Rodgers throwing on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the 50, Stafford. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, where y'all going? Hey, where y'all going?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, 626.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They begin the drive with Johnson. Gets past one man. Still, and he's into the clear. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Next one.
Let's go.
Get 300. Get 300.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here we go. 58.
Here's Rodgers on third down. And able to find Graham. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. On play action, Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. And he's able to put it through. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But about them just taking it big-time jump.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And it's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Lorenzo Mauldin in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Yeah, Liz.
is Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Strong right! Strong right! Hey, 626!
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, 626! 258!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, a 22. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And again, it's Rodgers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13 and also a first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Set. 180.
They go to Johnson again. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 10. Like 7. Hey, alert it. Tag 53.
To throw is Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Graham. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here's Rodgers to throw. His throw incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Adams has it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's fine. Yeah. Hey. 26.
Rodgers now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Inside.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Rodgers again now. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 35 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.